Okay. Well, this should be interesting. Right? A Tale of Two Lenses. Oh, $2,200. Used. Well, I've got an adapter on this one. This lens is not that big. It's a Fujifilm adapter. Average right now about $400 used. Now, this lens came out in 1981. This is the built-in metal lens hood, too. The 105mm f1.8 AIS Nikkor. 5 elements. And here we have, and by the way, I've got some test shots below I would love for you to take a gander at. Let's see. Do I have those up for immediate review? Why, I probably do. Why, sure I do. 15 elements introduced in 2016. Yeah, okay. So we're talking about a difference of 9 elements in 35 years. Why, 35 years later, now this is the BS I hear from people all the time online that, well, lens technology! Now, wide-angle lenses and zoom lenses have drastically improved. Now, I've mentioned this 1,000 times before. Prime lenses, they really haven't. Now, we've made some serious improvements in like lightweight ultra primes, like 300mm f2.8s, 400, 500, 600mm. There have been improvements in that arena, and those are primes. But talking about primes averaging between 35mm and 200mm, there's not really been any serious improvement. Now, I'd like for you to take a look at these 4 images. Now, I did shoot this, even though this is a 1.4 lens. I shot it at f1.8, the 105. I got to return this lens on Monday. Yeah, so $2,200. Isn't that the current price on this lens? Right. Now, you'll notice that this lens is extremely washed out. Now, all of these, other than adding the information at the top, all of these are straight out of camera. Desaturated, saturated. Desaturated. Now we're going to go on to another image. Yeah. Now I have fast internet. What happened there? I don't know what happened. Forget about it. There we go. 105, 1.4. There we go. Saturated. Desaturated. Washed out. You know what these look like in black and white? Well, go do that test yourself. Wow. Not good at all. No. Desaturated. Saturated. Now you think, now $400, $2,200. Now both of these were designed for the exact same purpose. Portraiture. Now there's only 2/3 of a stop separating these two. You go 1.8, f1.6, then f1.4. 2/3 of a stop. So this is 2/3 of a stop faster. Not really much. The bokeh actually on the f1.8 looks a lot better. Micro contrast off the scale on the f1.8 AIS Nikkor. Tell me, all those people that have been, screaming at me, saying, "Oh no, newer lenses are better," Now I know I can improve this in Photoshop or Lightroom. And this is really horribly desaturated. Micro contrast is bad. The bokeh is a little too swirly. Even at f1.8, even though it's the same aperture, we have different results. And this looks much better. Now, all of these need post-production work. Of course, who's going to do post-production work on a plastic hairdresser's head, right? Point is, how much do you think lenses have improved? Like prime lenses, really good prime lenses, basically between 35mm and 200mm. 5 elements? 14 elements. 9 more elements. $400, $2,200. 35 years. Tell me again how stupid I am. Hey, well, that should be a serious improvement. You could really improve on something a lot in 35 years, can't you? Can't you? Japan, China. No, that's not important here. Not really much. Metal lasts forever. Plastic. Yeah, let's leave that part of it out. Yeah, do I really need to explain anything? Do I? I mean, by the way, too, if you can't tell the difference between yeah and, well, there we go. meh and meh, then you might want to sell your camera gear and give up photography. If anybody tells me I can't see the difference, like sell your camera gear right away. It'd be like someone trying to become a musician that's tone deaf. It's like I can't. It's like you're tone deaf. You shouldn't be a musician. Yeah. Yeah. I was logged in. That's the issue. For some reason, it logged me out. Oh well. Do I really need to explain much more on these two lenses? It's called a tale of two lenses. If you like these videos, you can always click the link below because any sort of support helps. Otherwise, you could tell me to jump off a cliff, but I'm not wrong on this. Maybe the guy that owns nearly 500 lenses and tested far, far, far more than that might know what the hell he's talking about. Now, that's not to say the 105-1.4 isn't a sharp lens. It is. Indeed, it is a sharp lens, even at f1.4. Depth of field, saturation, bad, swirly bokeh, bad. The images just look unnatural at 1.4. Even at 1.8, they look unnatural. They look artificial in a way that no amount of photoshopping can fix. You drag the saturation slider, start drawing in details. Do you really want to do that? You see, no professional photographer likes to go, now that I've done the photo shoot, I would like to go home and piss all my time away in front of the computer, editing these unsaturated, kind of funky-looking images from this oddball lens with way too many glass elements in it. There's not a single photographer on earth that's ever said that. You know what? Another key important thing is that when you do a photo shoot, nobody's paying you to piss away time in front of your computer when you get home. No. Do you know how important that is? That's really very important. Thank you for watching. Catch you later. Bye.